It's interesting when a pastor argues that Lucifer was the first to sin when they're teaching people that God is all knowing, all powerful, and the source of all creations. Because if God created Lucifer with full awareness of every outcome before it occurred, then the capacity to rebel did not originate in Lucifer. It originated in the mind that designed him. Which brings up our next point, because a creation cannot express a trait the creator did not build into the blueprint. So the real question is not who sinned first. The real question is who authored the conditions that made sin possible. And I gotta say, it's pretty impressive how you argued your way right back into my point. You know they say pastors who don't listen train congregations who don't think. If Satan predates Adam and Eve, that means the capacity to sin predates humanity, meaning it was built into the creation. But let me give you perspective. The entire structure stands on the idea that you must be saved from something. Yet, if Lucifer is the first sinner, then Lucifer authored the world, meaning we are all creations of the fallen one. And if that's the case, the system has people worshiping the wrong creator while blaming the right one for existing. But we know that's not what happened. When all of these authors wrote this story, they didn't account for the fact that placing a flaw in the creation would trace it right back to the creator. And instead of teaching their people about polarity, they invented a separate figure to absorb all the blame to keep the architecture untouched. And by not recognizing polarity, they wrote a story where the architect designs the fall and then sends down a chosen representative to be crucified and later prays for suffering for the very people that you've convinced to blame the devil as if the architect subcontracted the flaw. So yes, your system's God was the first sinner, so watch what you teach. And since we're operating within the system's own logic, can we please stop telling humanity they are going to owe an eternal debt for something that your story claims was already cleared? That, my friend, is double jeopardy.